At makakausap natin ngayon si Tim Orbos, General Manager ng Metropolitan Manila Development Authority o MMDA.
Magandang umaga po sa inyo, Ginoong Orbos.
Magandang umaga.
Na-traffic po ba kayo papunta sa aming studio?
Lahat po tayo natatraffic.
You came from Guadalupe?
Hindi po, galing po ako sa Kongreso. Tapos po, kahit malapit talagang mabigat ang trapiko. Ganun po talaga.
Ngayon po yung unang araw ng pagpapatupad nitong bagong mga panuntunan ng ADA, yung Anti-Distracted Driving Act. Meron po bang sapat na kakayahan yung mga MMDA personnel para matupad po itong batas na ito?
Ma'am, tingin ko naman po dyan, it's going to be an interagency effort. Hindi lang po MMDA, tulad po na nasabi kanina. LTO ang lead po dyan. MMDA will help out kasi po nasa amin yung mga cameras and definitely malaking tulong po yan. Ang importante po dito, gumagalaw yung gobyerno. Kasi talaga naman, this is more for safety than anything else.
Okay, kasi sinuspindi yung unang version nito, no? Yung unang version ng implementing rules. So may bagong labas na revised rules. So ano ba yung main difference? Ano ba yung nireklamo nung una?
Well, ang alam, ako that is government at work. Ganun ho talaga di ba? Hindi naman ho makukuha sa isang pasahan yan And government is just like any other institution, will admit na kailangan pang paggandahin, improve, and this is what it is right now. So, ano ho yan? And nawala ho kasi yung we have to remember why the law is there. It's really not for us not to be distracted. And we have to go back to that. So, ito na ho ngayon yan. Wala na ho yung mga ibang ang dami ho napuntahan nung kwento. Alam nyo naman ho tayo, lalo na with social media, it can go to so many places, nakakalimutan yung essence ng ating batas.
So what was changed? Kasi
ano yung tinanggal?
Well, ang importante ho talaga, dinefine. Yung eksaktong ano ba talaga, what distraction. It goes back to yung ginagamit mo yung kamay mo for other things rather than driving.
And I suppose, ngayon kasi parang mas malinaw na kung ano yung nakaka-obstruct sa line of sight. Ngayon, correct me if I'm wrong, meron ng pwesto, di ba? 4 inches above the dashboard, okay pa.
Yes.
Tama po ba, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Ang importante ho dyan, yan po ngayon ay mga inputs ng ating mamamayan. So, napaka-malaking bagay.
Well, linawin ko lang po, no? Kasi may specifics dito sa Section 5 ng revised rules. No? Nakalagay dito, the use of a mobile communications or hands-free device shall be considered as interference to the line of sight. Ibig sabihin, it's blocking the sight ng driver when the highest point of the device is more than 4 inches from the motor vehicle's dashboard. Ibig sabihin, yung dashboard, so if it's along the dashboard lang,
that's fine.
Okay lang yun. Kung nasa, halimbawa, gitna ng windshield mo na, yun ang bawal.
Hindi na ho talaga, yes.
So from the dashboard, count 4 inches, yun yung pwede
Kasi po, may mga sasakyan talaga na there are devices that are really inherent in the car, in the vehicle, na meron talagang electronic device na ganun.
So if your cell phone is on the air vent, that's fine?
Here, or here.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, may mga kumakalat kasi na meme, no? Kasi kinukompare nga yung mga cellphone na ginagamit ng mga driver doon sa mga jeep, no? Na ang dami-daming borloloy doon sa windshield. Bakit daw hindi yun ina-address? Yun daw talaga yung distraction.
Talaga? Hindi po, ina-address ho talaga yun. Talagang even before this, bawal na ho talaga yun, no? Again, the question is enforcement, no? And probably awareness. And I think these are the things that are being addressed as well.
Speaking of enforcement, sir, kasi paano po yun? Kanina may mga nahuli na dito sa Anti-Distracted Driving Act. Paano kung sabihin ng motorista, hindi naman ako nagte-text Wala na, what is your proof? Pwedeng mag-contest, di ba po?
Yes po. Well, lalo na po kung ano. No? Ang ano ho namin dyan, especially with MMDA, meron po kaming meron ho kaming yung mata, yung CCTVs, and therefore, the proof of the pudding is there. Makikita naman ho talaga na So I think it's non-contestable pagka yung no contact. Pag doon ho sa yung actual, then of course they can contest. That's why the provision is there for them to contest.
But what about heavily tinted
yun na nga ho, if you remember, sometime early this year, we mentioned that it should be reviewed. In fact, the law is there. It's very clear naman na it's an obstruction in itself. Ang sinasabi lang naman ho dyan wag yung tint sa harapan and wag yung sa side. No? But these are being discussed right now. No? But probably with PUVs that should also be reviewed na talagang bawal talaga yung tint for security reasons or safety reasons.
Okay, another issue, no? Pag sumasakay ako ng Grab or Uber, madalas yung driver, nanonood ng TV.
Bawal ho yun.
So, noon pa o ngayon lang, dito sa revised rules?
Well, actually naman, bawal na rin yan nung araw eh. We're just
Madalas yun eh. Nanonood ng basketball or what?
There are many things sa atin po na talagang bawal naman nung araw na nabibigyan na ng pansin ngayon. But I guess we're going to the right direction in all these things that are happening right now. So, bawal yun.
Yung mga dating bawal na ginagawa pa rin, ngayon, ang sinasabi niyo, mas maging stricto yung enforcement.
Yes, both for the riding public, the private sector, as well as to the enforcers. Hindi mo na bibigyan ng pansin ng araw yan.
Alright, moving on to other issues. Tuloy po ba yung itong expanded number coding scheme? Kasi ang puna po ng ilang transport group, anti-poor daw to kasi maaapektuhan daw yung mga kabuhayan ng mga tsuper.
Actually po yung yun po ang traffic ko kasi wala hong mayaman o mahirap diyan. Lahat po tayo natatamaan eh. So hindi naman ho ganun na it is focused on targeting one particular sector.
So tuloy po.
Yes, tuloy po 'yan. But no, let me clarify that. Wala naman hong definitive definitive time frame. But if there are plans that will be taken up with the Metro Manila Council, which I think will happen next week. So pag-uusapan ho yan. Among the things, yung volume reduction measure is talagang kailangan ho yan. In the meantime that we don't have the long-term solutions in place.
Ito yung, ibig sabihin yung magiging dalawa na yung araw na hindi pwedeng lumabas yung iyong sasakyan.
Ma'am, yun naman nabanggit lang as among the measures that are being pinag-uusapan and being floated around. But that's not final, and these are just, pag-uusapan po yan sa council. Ang isang importante, kasi titignan nyo, kalye yan, and then limited yan, finite yan. So it's a function of time and space. Kailan ka babiyahe, ano yung area na inoccupy mo, that's congestion, if sabay-sabay lahat. So we just have to look at the road allocation. Meron yung gabi, luwag eh. Pwede namang galawin talaga yung gabi. That's why we're trying to push for delivery sa gabi.
Okay, well, speaking of traffic, no, kasi Budget Secretary Ben Diokno was here sitting in that same chair a few days ago, describing all the big projects na gagawin sa Metro Manila, no, para ma-address itong traffic. Of course, in the long term, no, maaring may solution nga dahil dito sa mga tulay, may subway system na gagawin, etc. No? But in the short term, what are you foreseeing in terms of the traffic?
It's really, whatever measures, and there are so many measures, and I'd like to thank everyone na talagang nakikita mo yung participative na yung tao sa social media na lang. It's really, government and the private sector helping out. First of all, we realize it's something that affects us. And second, that we have to help each other. And third is to do something about it.
Right.
No? Talagang ganun eh. In your community, yung nagpa-park, double park dyan, whatever. Galit ng tao sa ganun eh. Nagagalit na. Hindi na tulad ng dati na tinitiis mo, and we do something about it. So, I think there will be many measures. All measures that are being thought of by people are valid naman. But ang importante is we have that consciousness already.
Alright. Hindi lang naman traffic ang trabaho ng MMDA. May iba pa kayong mga proyekto. Kasama na dito yung Metro Manila Film Festival na medyo naging controversial. Kayo po ang chairman ng Executive Committee ng Metro Manila Film Festival. And medyo controversial ito, lalo pa kina-question ng isa sa mga batikang direktor, si Direk Eric Mati, yung paraan ng pagpili ng mga entries. Your reaction on this, sir?
First of all, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I will respect that.
Yeah.
No, but let me make it clear, ang MMFO is not an ordinary festival compared to Cannes or any festival outside. You have another mission, objective. Aside from pursuing artistic excellence, you're supposed to raise revenues for a sector. Their sector indeed, na kailangan ng bigyan ng benepisyo. So, hindi naman po pwedeng artistic excellence lang hinahabol natin. Kailangan kumita rin yung mga pelikulang yan dahil may pagbibigyan po tayo. And we owe it also to the mayors na kanilang binigay yung kanilang amusement tax. So, having said that, kailangan mo talaga yung ipipresenta natin ng mga selected films for the film festival must address those two. And number one. Number two, 8 po yung pinipili natin 4 pa lang po So, let me just say, give us a chance. Hindi pa tapos yan. Number 3, the selection committee. Unang-una, the committee members, the EXECOM committee members, the selection committee members, the rules committee members. Hindi naman po ako namili niyan. Sila rin po namili. In fact, the rules governing the selection is not even something that in fact, I don't even know the selection committee. I'm not even familiar with the rules committee.
But some of the members of the EXICOM already resigned.
Yes, ma'am. In fact, good friends of mine, si Caro was my classmate from way back. But
Ricky Lee.
Ricky Lee, yeah. But we have to remember.
What was their reason for
I
resigning?
will respect that because they are for, they want to push the changes that happened last year. That's fine. But ma'am, there are 25 members. Tatlo lang po yan. So I mean, let's give it a chance. And let's see, judge us by December. That's fine.
Alright. And with that, maraming salamat po sa inyo. Tim Orbos, ang General Manager ng MMDA. Thank you, sir, for your time. Salamat po.